Right, okay, holy shit, it's working. So, hello YouTube, this is going to be a bit of a voyage of discovery. So, like yesterday's test, I've got it broadcasting just the test card, but I'm about to connect the HDMI cable up. In theory, it's actually going to start streaming from the GoPro. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of recording for YouTube. I'll find out in a minute, I guess. Hopefully it won't interrupt it when I connect the HDMI. There we go. Okay, that's in. The lag when I tested it at home was about 7 to 8 seconds. Something's going on. It's changed to something. Holy shit, there it is. There is a stream. There is an actual stream from the GoPro. It's crap. I'm guessing that is my up signal, but there is a stream. Bloody hell. Right, okay. So I'm testing the EE. I bought an EE sim as the last cell phone provider that I haven't tried out yet. By all accounts, from the coverage checker that I looked at, they're supposed to be the worst of all of them for this area and for Greenwich. But the others were pretty crap anyway. So nothing ventured, nothing gained. So it's just a cheap pay-as-you-go sim with just like 1 month's worth of data on it. I thought I'd give it a go and see what happens. But holy shit. I mean, crap reception notwithstanding, this is working. This is actually working. Bloody hell. I put it aside somewhere and forgot to bring it. I had put aside the sim that I was using yesterday to swap over. No, that's right, I decided against swapping over IRL as it involves taking so much apart of my live rig to try to swap sims in the M2 in the hotspot, mobile hotspot, that I decided it was a bad idea. So it's just going to be the EE sim and that's it. I'll be testing one sim at a time. I'm fairly sure it's the sim I used yesterday is the one that's supposed to be the best one, but it's only marginal. This is not great, but there is a stream, albeit shonky and terrible quality right now, thanks to EE, courtesy of EE. But there is one, and I think, and this is what's going to be the impressive part, that at some point the stream absolutely will get dropped. The stream absolutely will get dropped, but it'll maintain the connection. OBS will maintain the connection to Twitch, and so the stream won't get dropped from Twitch. It's not going to get all the viewers aren't going to get chucked out. They'll still be there, and once I reconnect to OBS from here, it should automatically just come back on. And that is when I've just installed something. What was it called? I can't remember the name of it already. Yay! Doing too many things. I installed an OBS plugin, which when the stream drops, not today, it's not set up today, but I've installed it, an OBS plugin which will automatically play a video if the stream gets dropped for too long. If it's like 10 seconds or something like that with no connection, then it'll auto-play a video and loop that video. Ideally what I want to do is set it up if perhaps the video selector can go via an alternative application which will randomly select, or better still, I suppose, cyclically or sequentially select different videos out of, say, 10. So I can have 10 sort of standby videos while the stream is dropped, and it'll work its way through them one by one, just so it's not quite so boring seeing the same video again and again and again every single time the stream drops. So yeah, there's been great progress. So I can see that there's sod all occurring across here. Vodafone and Three were the only ones that managed to maintain any kind of connection across here. If I recall correctly, Three was the best across here, but Vodafone was the best in Greenwich itself. So neither is particularly great at maintaining the stream. So what I might do, or might be forced to do, is try a cellular bonding setup. I, in theory, might have just pre-ordered 2 Jetson Nano developer boxes. There is a company that believes they're getting stock, I think tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it's the day after. And so yes, in theory, if they do get stock, I think I'm going to have 2 of them, and so I'll have one to use and sell the other one to make my money back on the first one. As they currently sell for about 150 quid, which is literally double the price. So buy 2, sell 1 for double the price. It means the first one that I keep is now free. And so yes, the Bella box, which is based on the Jetson Nano, will be able to run more than one mobile phone connection, and so that'll do cellular bonding. So for example, where Vodafone is crap across the heath, it would sort of prioritise the data to ID Mobile, which is 3, would sort of be predominant. It's sort of like load balancing basically. And when down in Greenwich Park, where the Vodafone connection is better, it'll prioritise that, send more data via that, and basically split the stream across both mobile phone connections, and then recombine them back on my server at home. And hopefully between the 2 of them, there's just enough bandwidth to maintain, a decent stream when it's low. I think possibly the Bella box can maintain 3 or 4 connections, but obviously that starts to get a bit expensive in terms of monthly mobile phone bills. But it's worth a try. See how 2 goes. What I might find, if it's splitting it across 3, I might need quite as much data allowance per monthly data allowance for each of the ones that I've got at present. So I have 2 at present that have about 50 or 100 gigs each. But if I'm running 3, I may well be able to get away with, instead of having 100 gigs on one, having say 50 gigs across 3 of them, or 30 gigs across 3 of them, that sort of thing. It's not looking good right now. It's been the circle of death since I started across the heath. I don't know if I need to reconnect on Twitch. Let me try reconnecting on Twitch, though this area here is notoriously bad anyway, and it's usually terrible on all of the others. But just to make sure that it's not that. Yeah, it's not even getting there. Okay. No, there's vaguely something there, it's just terrible. That's all good. Yep, it has reconnected to a terrible, terrible feed. Wow, it's really busy here today. I forgot it's a bank holiday today. There was me thinking, it's 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll be quiet. No, it's bank holiday busy. The weather's not the greatest, but it's not great, not terrible. So yeah, I'm going to try this across the areas which are always notoriously bad up here. Yeah, which is here. I can see the stream is, yeah, just oblivion. I'll try down this path to the left and head up towards the General Wolfe statue, see what it's like down there. Then go into the centre of Greenwich, see what it's like down there. Harley Davidson. I don't know my Harley models. They're not bikes I've paid the most attention to, other than knowing that they're a brand. They're a lifestyle brand rather than a motorcycle manufacturer. Their bikes aren't terribly good, but they're selling you something else, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. They're selling you the idea of a Harley, that it's as American as apple pie and all of that. They're selling that concept, and that's just as valid a reason to buy a bike as because it's faster or because it's prettier, because it handles well. Any of those reasons are just as valid as any of those. Where's this dude going? Okay, he's going to this parking space. All good. So I see the reception is still appalling down here. Could be either direction. My phone's reception is bad, so it could be that the upstream is terrible also. Sometimes I can get passable reception up here. Vaguely, yeah, I can see it's come back. So at least I know that it will reconnect. It's just that the upstream is that bad. I need to get a slightly longer HDMI cable. I'm having to use an extension. It's digging into my stomach. It's not very comfortable right now. No, this is pretty bad. Right, let's send it down into Greenwich itself. There might be a bit better reception down at the bottom of the park, and then go into the Cutty Sark and around the one-way system, see what reception's like down there. But the stream is reconnecting when it needs to, or rather when it can. When there's something there to connect to, it will connect to it. Yeah, this is good. Even if what my cell phone is, well, it's not my cell phone, but the cell connection is sending as drivel, the underlying system is working, and this makes me happy to an extent. I was just rather hoping that my Nighthawk M2 would do a better job than it's able to. It's just clearly there are no cell towers around this area at all. Whoopsie. And so it's just, yeah, it's just awful. Let's see what the band's playing. Stop here for 2 minutes. Hover. Oh, okay. So I turn up just as they start playing the most cliched sort of amateur live band song ever. Bless them. Alright, let's mosey on. It is what it is. are going. Fair enough, they looked like they were going to turn down this way. Anyway. Pedestrians. Dogs. Unpredictable dogs. Yeah, less predictable than my cell reception.
So yeah, I think my strategy.
Oh, tiny dog. Hello. 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 Yeah, he came running at me. I had to stop. Couldn't take a chance that he might run in front of me. Another small dog running around in circles. It's fine, it's fine, no worries. Cheers. Oh, dog's got a dog. I've got a ball and I've got to run around. Well, at present, EE absolutely is living up to its reported reputation of being terrible around here. Right, which way around? Who's going where? Right, normally with the other providers I can usually connect down around here. Let me have a pop. Reloading again. It's my usual stopping off point anyway. I like to see what's going on in the boating pond. It can be lively. Right, let's have a look. So, close that and reconnect. No, it's just terrible. It is just that terrible. It hasn't. It's called the Sinclair C5. It's like a cross between a bicycle and an electric go-kart. So you just sort of pedal to get going, and then it's got a motor under here that you use that takes over. It's electric.
How much is it?
If you can find one, they're usually about £1,000 nowadays. Yeah, it's fun.
You have a YouTube channel?
I do, yes. It's the smallest YouTube channel ever. Yes, I am. Say hello.
Hello. So you have at least 100 subscribers?
Yeah, about 100. It's like the smallest channel ever. So I'm testing live streaming to Twitch. So
I have Twitch on my iPad, not on my phone.
yeah, so it's really bad. You can see just how bad the cell is, because the mobile phone reception is so bad. It's just, yeah, it's just a mess at the moment.
Well, that's cool. I met YouTuber.
Yeah, nice one. Cheers. Right, let me go over to the other section of the park where there's better reception on the other providers, but this is being as bad as I was expecting it to be right now. Oh, hello dog. Hello. Park staff are kind of used to seeing me around here. Nope, still no reception. Small dog. Oh, okay, there is vaguely... Nope, it's gone again. I'm going to say there's vaguely a stream. I guess vague was the operative word. There vaguely was a stream, now there vaguely isn't a stream. Let me just stop up here a minute. Get out of the way, off the path. See what we've got going on. No, it's really, really bad. Gosh. I'll obviously come back and I'll try it again with the Vodafone SIM, and then with the ID Mobile, which is 3 basically, and see if any of them are capable of transmitting from here. I'm pretty sure the Vodafone one from down here was normally pretty reliable, just even straight through my phone. So it'll be interesting to see what that's like through the M2. But this is terrible. I mean, this is literally unwatchable. But it does reconnect. It doesn't drop the stream. Yeah, okay, I'm repeating myself lots, but I'm still quite chuffed that it's working. There's been a lot of faffing about with firewalls and stuff behind the scenes, setting up the various devices. There's so many different points of failure, I suppose, but sort of different places where it could go wrong. It could be that the GoPro is being a dick. It could be that the encoder isn't set up right with the GoPro, but luckily that wasn't an issue. That's been smooth as anything. It could be that the M2 mobile hotspot wasn't talking to the encoder properly, and I think that was part of the trouble I was having early on. Then it could be that the M2 isn't talking to my computer, basically my sort of mini server at home, the SRT receiver, and that was a massive problem. And there's the firewall in between, which the video that I saw didn't say that you needed to open up ports. It wasn't until I did some more digging that I figured out, well, I thought I might need to open up ports, and then found stuff that confirmed, yeah, go and open up ports. And so there's so many different sort of points of failure where something could be wrong. And so initially I just started working just with a test card to at least eliminate the GoPro and that aspect of it, and just different points. But yeah, got it working, so this is cool. Even if the stream itself is bollocks to Twitch, hopefully with the Vodafone based SIM that'll take care of that and it won't be an issue. So let's head into Greenwich, into the centre of Greenwich itself, around the Cutty Sark, see if the reception's any better around there, and then take it from there. But I don't hold much hope, because they've been pretty atrocious so far. Oh, dog on a lead. Oh, it is on a lead, it's just on a very long one. Cheers. Let me see. So yeah, basically just try reconnecting my phone. It forces my Twitch here to create a new connection. No, I don't think it's that bad. It's the EE service or coverage is just that poor. There's nothing to connect to, or nothing to receive, because there's nothing being sent. But no, getting close to the centre of Greenwich and it's no better. So far this has absolutely been the worst of all of them. Mind you, it was reported to be the worst of all of them. Let me try reconnecting again, just in case refreshing the connection makes any difference. Nope, it's terrible. Okay, good timing, got the lights. Digging the electric skateboard, that looks like fun. Whoa. So I mean, this is, you know, very much the sort of area that you would expect to be able to get reception. It's just terrible. Not impressed. There's this moped going. Okay. Alright, man. Oh, there are stalls here today. They weren't yesterday when I expected them to be. I am so flipping so hungry. I might have to park up and see what we've got going on here. Yeah. See what's going on. See if somebody can tempt me to actually eat something. So I think it's next Monday there's a liner due to arrive here. So I might come down. Something seems to suggest it might be at 10 a.m. Whatever it is, I'll see if I can find out and come down, see if I can get down in time to watch them mooring the liner. That would be quite entertaining. Well, entertaining for me. Screw you guys. I don't care if you find it boring as hell. I want to see it. No, there's no reception down here at all. It's terrible. So Twitch is just going to be drivel. That's so bad. Yeah. It'll be interesting to try it with the other Sims as well. I doubt it, but I wonder if the encoder being stuck to the back of the hotspot would be causing some interference. It's kind of possible. I just don't think it's likely. Interestingly, the encoder, whereas yesterday's test, the encoder really wasn't encoding any HDMI. It is today. And it's not warm at all. It's just as cool as it was yesterday. I'd say most of the warmth coming off it is from the fact that it's stuck to my body. Right, let's mosey on and see if I can find some reception anywhere. Oh, this is so bad. The reception is so poor. Oh yeah, I want to see if there's something to eat first. So I'm going to pause up here. I'll pause the stream. Stop recording. Oh, I can't stay. Yeah, I can fit through there. I'll park around there. Stop recording for a minute and see if I can find something to eat. I'll probably not, but I'll have a look.
Oh, that's C5.
Hello there. It is indeed. Yes.
Hell, that is amazing.
Yeah.
How old's that then?
38 years old it is now.
About that.
Yeah.
Oh, Clive Sinclair.
That's the one. Yeah.
Those.
Sorry?
I can remember those.
Awesome.
Just the one.
Yeah, just the one.
How much did it cost you when you bought it? You've had it since then? Or?
No, I bought it about a year and a bit ago.
What did you pay for it then?
I paid 500 quid for it then because I got really lucky. Really lucky.
Like eBay or something like that, or not?
Well, there's a Facebook group of C5 owners.
Yeah.
And a chap popped up there, said he had two for sale. This one that spent the first 20 years of its life on display in an automotive museum and the next 17 years of its life on display in his showroom.
Wow.
And so I'm the only person that's ever used it. It was in bubble wrap when I bought it.
Yeah.
And he said, I've got this one for sale. The other one was still in the packing crate. Yeah. But he wanted twice as much for that one. It's like, well, I'll buy this one then.
Yeah.
But nowadays they're going for about £1,000 on eBay.
That's not bad, really.
Yeah. Considering,
so it's pedal and it's electric or not? No.
yeah, it's electric. So you pedal just to get going, and then there's a motor that takes over. Yeah.
Have you converted the batteries?
So yeah, it's a modern lithium battery in this. Well, it's a LiFePO 4 rather than a lithium-ion battery. I didn't fancy having a furnace under my arse if it went wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Disc brake as well.
Is the disc brakes are the only sort of modern conversion I've done to it. So so the battery is, I bought one that's physically small enough to fit under the original battery cover. So there's nothing else modified in that and so everything I've done is reversible, basically, back to stock.
All you've done is disc brake as an upgrade.
Yeah. Yeah, because the original brakes at the front were old style school calipers.
That's about as rare as the old DeLorean.
Yeah, right. So it's a chain from here to here, but there's a belt from the motor. The motor is a belt drive direct to the back.
It's three-wheeled, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know my sleeper. I've had a little look at them.
Awesome. They are as much fun as you think they're going to be.
Yeah.
If we were over in the park, I'd let you have a go on it. I'd quite happily let people have a go on them.
Time of 15-year-olds couldn't.
Yeah, anyone 14 and over, it's road legal for anyone over 14, and it's still road legal. Legally, it's a bicycle.
That's a manual disc, not a hydraulic.
Yeah, it's just a cable. Yeah.
Oh, nice one.
So it's a lot of fun.
8-inch wheel?
12.5-inch wheel. No, 12-inch. Actually, I think it's about an 11.5-inch wheel. So you have 12-inch tyres, and there's 16-inch at the back. So they're not terribly large.
I have Vespers and Lambretta.
Ah, awesome! Oh, fantastic.
Looks like I've got 10-inch wheels.
Oh wow! Okay, fantastic.
The smaller the wheels, go faster then, does it?
Well, better torque, smaller.
Okay, all right, yeah. And I suppose it turns in differently as well, depending on the wheel size. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Brilliant, that.
Yeah.
But mate, Anthony saw you go past
awesome.
Anthony saw you go past it. That's a C5. What? I missed it. You just come in here.
So I'm out usually about 3 times a week. I record my rides for YouTube.
You put it on YouTube or Facebook, do you?
Yeah, it'll be YouTube. It'll be up on YouTube tonight.
Okay.
And what I'm testing right now is I'm live streaming to Twitch, and it's so I'm trying different mobile carriers, and I'm on my last one, which was supposed to be the worst of all of them, and it really is. It's terrible.
So
yeah,
really
terrible.
To get sponsorship or things like, or whatever.
Basically, I bought the C5 for myself for fun. I come out riding for the fun of it, just for fresh air and just to be out of the house, and I like taking it out for rides, and I figured I'll record it while I'm there. It's something that's sufficiently different.
The old farts like us know what it is actually.
Well, that's it. Anyone over a certain age knows what it is, and it's like, wow, it's one of those. Anyone under a certain age thinks it's new. And they just think it's the latest e-bike, e-scooter. 18 miles off this battery. You want to go further, buy a bigger battery. You can fit a second one as well. And LiFePo battery actually is better. I had a lead acid battery when I was starting off, and beyond the fact that it's about 16 kilos lighter, it's actually better at constant current delivery. So it's better at just keeping it going. So it's sort of a little bit quicker, and it's better up hills.
So is there
better
did you have like a little I can't do it. Like a little meeting of all the C5 guys, all sort of meet like once a year.
There are about half a dozen of us in the area, and we meet up every now and again, and just up in the park, but there are sort of larger sort of annual meets but the thing is, it means sticking it in the back of a car and taking it somewhere, and I can't be asked to do that. The drive out to Ipswich, which is the main meet, is out there.
CO2 alone.
Sorry?
The CO2 alone.
Yeah, right. But it's just I can't be asked with. I have to take the front seat out of my car to squeeze it into my Fiesta, and I'm happy doing my own thing and meeting people like yourself and chatting and meeting new people and stuff.
Love it.
Yeah. So I'm going to park it right there and go and see if anything can tempt me to park with my money and have something to eat. I can do that because it's
Okay.
modern times. I'm Robin. Nice to meet you guys. Cheers.
Enjoy.
Oops. Sorry. You're all right. No worries. No, you're fine. You're all right. It's okay. Thank you. I'm just parking up. So yeah. Right. Back in a minute.
David said it was nice.
Okay. Hopefully I'm far enough away from the music that I won't get a copyright claim. No, nothing tempted me today. So mosey on. Hello. Hello. Right, let's move on. There we go. Da-dum-da-dum. Right, what's going on? Literally nothing. I don't know if... no, okay, yeah, there's a... holy shit, I've actually got some reception. No, it's gone again. But, yeah, that's really good. That shows how resilient the stream can be. That the... even if the reception is that poor, that everything just gets dropped. I mean, I'd even turned off the GoPro and disconnected it then, and it's still back up and running just when there's actually some cell reception. And these people are going to suddenly start moving as I come by. But yeah, the reception, the uplink is just atrocious. So yeah, EE for the lose. You would have thought that given that this is Greenwich University, that all of the mobile phone service providers would want to make sure they have good reception, because the students are going to fuck them off pretty quickly. They're not going to put up with that shit. Okay, we have a stream. It looks like the issue was with my phone connecting back to my downlink. All right. 4 and 5 and 6. So it's about 6 or 7 seconds in 6 or 7 seconds lag. I'm going to put my hand on top of the fairing now. So there you go. You can see 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and yeah, about 6 or 7 seconds in lag. Could be worse. Actually, that's pretty good. What I might try doing is increasing the buffer time. If I can increase the latency, I'm quite happy to have sort of 10-15 seconds of latency. If it helps maintain a sort of consistent stream, that it might it might mean you get skips and jumps, but I'd rather skips and jumps than completely dropping the stream. But holy shit, this is, yeah, when it works, this looks great. But the issue is just with mobile phone reception, it's just with EE. Yeah, when this works. Wow, yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Yeah, about 7 seconds delay latency. I can live with that. Like I say, I'm quite happy to increase that. I think that's not too bad at all. Oh, there it goes again. So I'm back into the zone of no reception. So there was a small patch of cell service there of coverage, and now but yeah, okay, it's as much as EE is crap, it's a good proof of concept in terms of the cell being dropped and picked back up again. I'm really pleased with that. Well, I'm really pleased with the technical aspect of it. I'm not really pleased with EE being as dreadful as they are. Whoops. There we go. If my flag isn't unfurled, do people even know I'm a YouTuber? Does it even count? Let me try rebooting this again. Not rebooting, reconnecting this again. No, it's just terrible. Oh, timing. There's the lights. Let's get out there while I can. Aha, okay, lovely. Lights are turning red going that way. Oh shit, we have a stream. No, we don't. It's like Schrodinger's stream. The moment you spot it, it dies. This car that's reversing is making me nervous. I'm kind of wishing, as much as I said that I decided against it because it was perhaps a bit of a bad idea to try swapping sims while out and about. I kind of wish I had brought another sim. This is so bad, it'd be nice to try it with something a little better to see how it works. I suppose I can always go back home and come back out. It would be nice to sort of do it in one. Hey ho. It is what it is. I made my decision, now I've got to sit with it. You can see there's just nothing in here. Nothing but the rotating ring of disconnection or attempting to reconnect.
We'll just do another one, so I don't know. I was like,
Oops. Yeah, I can't believe how poor the stream reception is here. I mean, it really has been the worst of all of the mobile phone providers. The coverage is just dreadful. Vodafone was probably the best. This is awful. There's just nothing. Let me try reconnecting again, but I suspect it's just, yeah, there's just nothing out there. No, okay. I can try. I can administrate manage the encoder box from my phone. I could try dropping the bandwidth to just 500 kilobits. I think it's 1,000 kilobits at the moment. It'd be interesting to see if dropping it to 500 kilobits helps at all. Screw it, let's try that. I've got nothing to lose, it's not working at the moment. So I'm not going to pause. Actually, if I pause it, that's going to cause some grief if I disconnect the GoPro. That's fine, I'll leave it. Let's see what happens. So, oh, what am I doing? Right, let me do this off camera, because there might be various passwords and stuff going on in here. Close Twitch. So it's just a web service. So like you connect to your server, not your server, to your router at home. And you do the 192.168.0.1. It's that sort of thing. There we go, H.264 encoder. Ah, yes, I'm not connected. Yes, the Wi-Fi is turned off presently. Let me... Yep, I just screwed that up. Okay, let's give this a go. Let's try again. I'll connect to the router, which I think it has. I think it just automatically did. Yep. Right, okay, here we go. So, is there anything in here that is sensitive? Just checking. No, there's no sensitive information here. Am I recording? Yes, we are. So this is just the administration app. So what I'm going to do is go to the encoder information, and in here, so you can see it's set as H.265, 30 frames a second, 1290 by 720, and the bit rate here is 1000. So I'm going to swap the bit rate down to just 500 kilobits and see what difference that makes. And then apply, save the update, set up successfully. Doesn't make me want to reboot it, so I'll close that. And I'll turn the Wi-Fi back off, just to preserve the battery as much as I can, because that's obviously running the encoder as well as the mobile hotspot. Connect to Twitch. I hope that was off screen, or I'm going to have to edit that out. So there you go, connect to Twitch, and my channel, not my channel, yeah, my channel. So live, there we go. I don't know why, that ought to in theory have been broadcasting the test card. I'm not going to connect the GoPro for now until I see if the test card pops up. I can't see the LED on the encoder to see if it is active. Sorry, whoa, upside down. Yep, the encoder is on, so in theory it is broadcasting the test card. Let's fuck it, I'm going to connect up the HDMI. Oops, there go my sunglasses. Connect up the HDMI, and just whatever, it does what it does. There we go. Right. Right, let's wander off somewhere else and see if I can glean some reception somewhere, if there's some coverage lurking around here somewhere. I mean, I'm going to go with no. But just in case, I'll stop here. We've got a nice view of the Royal Naval College and the Royal Maritime Museum. I'd be interested to see what. Yeah, I'd be really interested to see what OBS has at home. I might try calling. See if. Oh, there we go. There's the test card. That ought, in theory, have switched to something by now. But yes, okay. That at least makes some kind of sense. There hasn't been enough of an uplink in coverage for OBS to have a new image that's sent from my chest. But yeah, the GoPro is connected. The screen is blank, which means in theory. Let me check. Yeah, let me see if this says there's HDMI on. Yep, the green light is on the encoder, so it's encoding HDMI. So everything is purely just about terrible cell service, terrible coverage. Oh, there we go. Okay, there was something.
Why are you tiring yourself out? It wasn't for you.
So, I don't know if it'll get sort of improve in different areas. If you get little sort of patches, puddles of coverage. Yeah, it's done something. So, okay, it does. It's working. It is working. It's purely an issue. There we go. There's like a stream occurring. This could get quite Inception in a minute if there's enough stream to pick up the fact that I'm pointing this at the phone. Stream within a stream within a stream. Actually, yeah. Is there enough? I've moved from what it's showing at the moment. I am going to keep pointing this at that because I think it'll be very funny. I don't care if no one else does, I do. It's like old school 70s video effects. You're pointing a camera at a screen. That's the output of the camera. No, nothing here. I had a puddle of coverage. Alright, fuck it, I'm just going to go for a bit of a ride, because that's what I came out for. Alright, I'm maybe testing this, but you know, I'm supposed to be here for have a ride. Oh, 2 seconds, I've got messages coming through. I'm just going to pause and see if it's something important, or if it can wait until after stream. Sorry. No, it wasn't important. You can wait till afterwards. That e-bike. Right, let's rock on. Oops, had the brake on. I think we're going at pedestrian speed, but that's okay. They're entitled to be here. They have more right to be here than I have. I'm not really. Technically this... Oh, you're fine, it's right, thank you. You're fine. Thank you.
Is this C5? Yeah.
Yes, hello there.
How long have you had it?
Just over a year, almost a year and a half. It's a lot of fun, actually. Yeah.
Filming yourself?
Well, I'm filming everything else, yeah, so it's YouTube and...
Powered by
by you?
It's, well, you pedal just to get moving, and then it's electric.
Oh, is it
And then-
electric? Oh,
yeah.
So you were, the Sinclairs were ahead of their time, the C-Bike.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. No
Yeah.
electric for anything else.
Well, exactly. Everything is e-bikes and e-scooters now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Cheers. Thank you. Hello there. Do you want to go? No. All right. Do you want to go?
Oh, that looks good. Oh.
Hello there. So I'm going to go back up to the top and head around the standard and so on, see what reception is like around there, just see if there's anywhere that's actually got some mobile phone coverage, see what the stream is like, see if it can maintain the stream up there. All right, boys. Huh?
Can I drive?
Yeah, you can have a go if you want.
Can I take a drive?
Yeah, let's go onto the grass over there where it's a bit safer.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll do. So yeah, it's electric. So let me explain how it works. So you pedal just to get going. Yes, you say hello.
I'll take a subscribe.
Oh please, I need all the subs I can get.
Guys, come subscribe.
Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Right, so you just pedal to get going. A little bit like an e-bike or an e-scooter, you have to give it a kick to get moving. That sort of rubber blob there is the power button. So you press and hold that once it's moving, and the motor will take over.
Right.
So yeah, you just sit. It's literally when you sit down, it's where your hands fall naturally. They'll fall onto the handlebars. Brakes like a bicycle. They're the most important bit. Is knowing how to stop. And it's only got 3 wheels, so don't turn at full speed or anything because it will tip over. This is an antique, it'll scratch it up and I'll be really fucking unhappy. So, but otherwise, just don't hit anything, you'll be fine.
I'll be safe. Be safe.
You'll be fine. Give it a couple of pedals and then push the button, you'll be fine. So on your left thumb, because it's on your left, under your left thumb.
Yeah. I think you should drink it.
Oh, there goes his phone. Hold the button down. Who wants to hold your mate's phone to ransom?
I'm gonna keep it. How fast can it go?
15 miles an hour on sort of on. It's better when it's on the concrete. It's not so happy on the grass.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, sorry?
Did you make this by yourself?
No, it's actually antique. They came out like almost 40 years ago. It was like a really early attempt at making an electric vehicle. So do you remember? Oh shit! There goes. Everyone takes out the flag. There we go. It's all right. It's taken enough batterings. There we go. Straight up. It's no worries, man. It's an accident. Right. So do you remember the drill?
Yeah.
Okay. Brakes being the most important bit. And like a bicycle, it's your left thumb, and away you go. Don't hit anything.
I won't. How far? Oh, okay.
Just hold the button down.
Don't take too many shots. I'm going concrete.
Yeah, just be really careful.
Not too many shots. I'll trust you, man. Chill. I'll trust you. I'm gonna be slow.
Here.
I'm gonna take that right. Nah, it's enough for the route. Is it okay? No, it's enough. Is it okay?
I'd rather you didn't, to be honest, just in case. Because if it tips over on the grass, it's less likely to scratch it up. If it tips it over on the concrete, it's fucked forever.
4 years. How old?
38 years old. Yeah, but they're road legal. So where road scooters and stuff, the police will confiscate them. That's road legal for anyone over the age of 14. It's a bit of a giggle. Admittedly, it's more fun. Yeah, it's road legal. Screw it.
Thank you for letting us ride it.
No worries. Anyone else want to go? No, you're good? All right, no worries, man. So I'm just out testing. I record my rides for YouTube, but I'm testing Twitch at the moment. So I was live streaming to Twitch, but the reception is that bad. It's just because I'm trying each of the mobile phone providers out, and I'm on EE. They're the last of all of them, and it's the worst of all of them. Reception's awful, but it works vaguely.
He was ahead of his
Hello there.
time, wasn't he?
Oh, I think so. A lot of people think so. Yeah.
You can be too early for something.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
In that case, but
That's it. 40 years ago, everyone thought this was crazy.
it was.
But nowadays, there's e-scooters, e-skateboards, e-bikes, anything, and those mono wheels. Nice to meet you, boys. Have a good one. Like, share, subscribe.
What's the range on that?
I've got the battery in this one. Will do 18 miles.
What did the original battery manage to do?
About 12, give or take.
That's what it was, battery technology.
Yeah, and ultimately it all comes down to, with a modern battery, is how big a battery do you want to buy? So I've got a lithium battery in here, and I could buy one that would do 50 miles if I wanted to.
Really?
Yeah, there's just buy a 70 amp hour. It would fit. I'd have to modify the battery cover. That's why this one will do 18. I picked one that will fit under the battery cover.
You've got a real collector's piece.
Well, it is a bit, yeah. Antique. Oh yeah. Sorry, just cover this while I connect back, sort Twitch back out. Yeah, it's bitching about being overheating again. I think it's being on grass. It's grass and a bit of a hill. It just doesn't like running on grass. It puts a lot of strain on the motor and it ends up overheating. Hey, I've got a stream. It's a stream of sitting watching it overheat, but hey. So I'm going to sit here for 2 minutes while this stops beeping. It's interesting actually having a stream for a while. I found a small puddle of reception. Intermittent reception. But when it is working, on a mobile phone, the quality is fine at 500 kilobits, 720/30, so 720p is the reception, the resolution, and 30 is the frame rate. That when I've got reception, that's absolutely fine. Actually, to be fair, when I've properly got reception, there have been times over the other half of the park I've been able to stream in 1080. So it just purely down to mobile phone reception, but at least I know on a small screen like this, 720 looks fine at 500 kilobits. Mind you, I'm not moving, in fairness. So I don't want... I'm not going to attempt to head up the hill yet. I'm going to head over to the other side of the park again, I think, once it stops overheating. And I'll give it a few minutes before heading up the hill, because it'll still have a lot of residual heat, even if it's cooled down enough for the temperature warning to stop beeping at me. There'll still be a lot of residual temperature that will need to dissipate before I attempt to send it up the hill, or it'll overheat again quite quickly and easily, I think. Hello there.
Oh yeah. You've got a new motor in it?
It's the original motor.
Is
yeah.
it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only things that are new are there's a new battery and I fitted modern disc brakes to it.
Wow. Okay.
Otherwise, it's completely standard.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
And the battery changes nothing really. It's just a battery's a battery, really.
Yeah,
you know.
Sure.
But everything I've done is reversible, so it can go back to standard.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
You're in a little club with them, are you?
Not really. I mean, there is a group of us, and we sort of there aren't many owners, so we kind of all know each other.
Yeah.
But there isn't like an official group or anything like that.
not?
Club.
Right.
There is a Facebook group, and
Right.
we all sort of. That's it. It's totally informal.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
It's good to see one on the
It's a lot of fun.
streets again.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Stay safe.
Yeah. Cheers. Oh, scratch. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, I have a new subscriber. Thank you for whoever it was that just did that. Thank you very much. I am, yeah.
That's so cool.
Do you want to go?
On that?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. If you stay on the grass, don't hit anyone. So I'll teach you how it works. It's really simple. So before you press the power button, make sure you're moving. Just give it a couple of pedals to get moving. Most important thing are the brakes, knowing how to stop so you don't hit anyone or anything. Please don't hit anyone or anything. And that sort of little rubber blob there under your left thumb, that's the power button.
This
so
is a bit scary. I don't know if I want to
it'll
do
be
it.
fine. Oh, okay, there's no pressure, but it's not scary, but there's no pressure if you don't want to do it.
Alright then.
Okay, that's fine,
Say
no
hi to
worries.
your stream.
You can, of course, yes, say hello.
Hello. Hi. I'm going to follow you.
Nice, please do, I need every sub I can get.
Alright.
Cheers. Take that off. I keep accidentally putting in my password on stream and having to edit it out. Okay.
That was
Right, let me adjust this. GoPro makes it look like the weather's way better than it is because it saturates the colours so heavily.
Is that a moped?
It's like a cross between a bicycle and electric go-kart.
Oh,
It's kind of fun.
yeah.
Do you want to go?
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to go? Do you want to have a go?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right, let's pull down there and I'll show you how to use it.
Okay, thank you.
Bumpy as fuck. Right, here we go. Right. So it's really simple.
Yeah.
You just pedal to get moving.
Yeah.
The moment you're moving, that is the power button.
Yeah.
But don't push it until it's moving or it'll stall the motor. Brakes like a bicycle.
Yeah.
It's only got 3 wheels, so don't steer too hard or it'll
Yeah.
tip over. Stay on the grass, you'll be fine. So give it a couple of pedals to get moving, then push the button under your left thumb. And then you can stop pedaling, just let the motor take over. Hold it down. Pedal and then hold the button down.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. Now hold the button down.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Wow.
you're all right. You're allowed to like do more.
I'm scared.
Do you want to have a go?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, no worries. You're all right. You're welcome. She got scared. Bless her. Right, yes, start again. Let me reconnect with my phone. There we go. Bear with me, 1 second. Be right back. Sorry, I hate covering the camera. But dun, da, da, da. Sorry, I'm just doing some stuff on my phone that I don't want to have to edit out later. There we go. Right, okay, back again. And there we go. No twitch.
And a flag! Wow.
Hello there.
You're not racing, huh?
Okay, let's head up to the top of the park. Let's do that. Oh, suddenly I've got some reception. No, see, I said it. I jinxed it. The moment I realised I saw it, like I say, it's quantum reception. The moment you observe it, you destroy it. Thank you. Wow, the stream delay is just vast. Interesting. Wow, so it's about 15-20 seconds of stream delay. And there it goes. Okay, I've gone through a dead spot. I can't believe I actually rode up here once, unassisted, on a regular bicycle. It's absolutely battering. I won't bother going back up to the General Wharf. There's nothing to be gained by doing that. I know there was no reception there. Oh, it's bitching about overheating. I'll stop up here for a minute then. If I don't stop, it will punish me. And if If you don't stop voluntarily, it'll force you to stop basically, and it stops for a hell of a lot longer. Right, okay. Instead of boring you lot with this, I'm going to pause recording for a minute. If I disconnect the HDMI and do that. Oh, it has tripped the motor. Fuck off. I'd stopped. It beeped for 2 minutes. And then it's decided that it's going to, you can see, if I move this up, you can see the lights are flashing. And that's the actual motor, sort of, the motor is tripped light. I don't see why. I'd stopped. It shouldn't have done that, really. I don't understand why it's that hot. It is what it is, I suppose. I'll give it a few minutes, in which case I'm going to stop recording again, because it's just going to be me sitting here waiting for this to cool down enough to let me go. Back in a bit. Okay, the lights have stopped flashing. See if I've stopped being a dick. Let's mosey on. Head into over to the Royal Standard. See if I can find any reception over there. If there's what the coverage is like there. Right, Twitch. My channel, my brew. Okay, let's see what happens if we mosey on. Hello there.
Brilliant.
What I'm just so impressed by, what I can't believe, is that regardless of how terrible the reception, the mobile phone coverage is, and how much the connection might be being dropped between the transmitter and the mast, that how resilient the stream itself is. It just comes back. The stream just keeps coming back. Every time I get more reception, the stream will reconnect. I'm so impressed and pleased. Oh, sorry, man. Hey, how you doing, man? You all right?
Great show, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
See, brother.
Have a good one.
You too, man.
Liking your bike? You'll win! Okay, yes, there is immense stream lag, but there's a stream. Dead spot. HDMI adapter cable thing has square edges on it. It's digging into me. It's the only part of my whole rig. I've got a really elaborate rig on my stomach, and it's the only bit that's uncomfortable. I'll get a better cable for that. The cable I bought, it said it's a 30 centimetre cable, but it's not. It's 30 centimetres from the end of each connector to connector, the very, very ends. And so that costs me about 7 centimetres of cable. If it was an actual 30 centimetre cable, it would have reached. So I'm having to use an extension for now. I guess I need a 40 centimetre cable. But that's they tend to be 20, 30 or 50. And ideally I need one with a right-angled micro HDMI connector to connect to the GoPro Media Mod, to the HDMI port on the GoPro. There are so many, to mix my metaphors, so many moving parts in this, which is ironic because there isn't a single moving part, but you know what I mean, you know the expression. So many different moving parts that could potentially be causing issues at any given time. So yeah, the biggest issue seems to be with my Twitch on my phone, just needing to sort of reconnect to the feed. So I'm hoping that if I've set some videos that a video that plays when the stream, the connection drops long enough, that it'll prevent that from happening at all. Okay, I found a small pocket of fairly consistent uplink. I'll be really interested to watch it on the VOD on Twitch and see what it looks like on a larger screen. It looks great on my phone, on a tiny screen, the frame rate and the resolution are absolutely fine. It'll be interesting to see what it's like on a laptop screen and then on my TV screen. It'll probably look pretty terrible on my TV screen, but who knows? Okay, I've counted about 10 or 11 seconds of lag. Whoop. I don't know why I'm watching the world go by on my phone instead of in front of me. Oh, that sun's nice. There it goes. I was just thinking the coverage should drop again pretty soon. Around here it starts to get poor. It's the longest section of consistent coverage we'd had up until then. And now, yeah, luck has run out. I'll try chucking it down through Blackheath Village and see what happens. That was nice of them to wait. They could have made that. Could have made that 3 times over. Now the poor sod's stuck behind me. As I always say, be sure no good deed goes unpunished, bless him. I would typically expect to lose reception through here. The stream is so heavily delayed. Oh, we just did a jump, I think. Correction. Yeah, the reception's usually terrible in the middle of Blackheath Village. At least the council have filled in a couple of potholes up there. Yeah, it's all about this HDMI extension cable. The connector really is digging into me. Yeah, how much are you breaking the speed limit, mate? I know I'm doing the speed limit at the very least. Because I've measured it. Seriously, you think that's an appropriate time to pass, arsehole? So I wouldn't expect to have any reception down here at all. No, don't even attempt to pass me right now. Now you can attempt to pass me. Or don't. Why not wait until it's really dangerous again? That seems to be what everyone's doing at the moment. Okay, pulled in somewhere, lovely. I'm just not breathing down my neck anymore. I'd be really interested when we finally stop up to see how much battery is left in the mobile hotspot, the M2 Nighthawk, because it's not just powering itself, and when reception is poor they usually try to boost the signal to as much as possible, so that will have been running full belt the whole time, but it's also powering the encoder box. I'm really quite impressed. I turn Wi-Fi off in order to help preserve battery life a bit, because that's another transmitter that it's not having to deal with. So I've got nothing but a blank screen on my Twitch, which I think is actually to do with my downstream, my reception on my phone itself. But I've got nothing down here. I hope that's what it is at least. Ugh, shit, literally. A buttload of horse shit. Yeah, you all need to slow the fuck down. Right, coming towards the end of the stream. My usual stopping off point. Thank you to anyone and everyone that's dropped in to watch my video on YouTube. I'm really grateful. Like I always say, I never take a single viewer for granted. That you spent even just 2 minutes or 5 minutes watching part of my video. I'm super grateful. Well, that was interesting. It was successful and unsuccessful in different ways. It was technically completely successful. It was unsuccessful in that the EE sim is a load of crap. So I know not to bother with EE at all. And I'll just stick with ID Mobile and Vodafone. Well, it's not actually Vodafone, it's through Talk Mobile. I'm using ID Mobile and Talk Mobile. One is Three and one is through Vodafone as their backbones. Stick to those two, try those two next, see how they go. I think I will actually take both sims with me next time, so I can swap between them when I'm out if I decide I want to. But I probably won't, because those are the better ones. I need to know how they perform. I'm going to need to start editing some videos together, so I've got a sort of be right back video. Though for now I can use anything as a test, I suppose. Yeah, that's it. Okay. What should we have as a stream message if you made it this far? Made it to the end today. I haven't been anything particularly notable today. Let's go with successful test. If you make it this far to the video and you hear me say this, yes, please leave the words successful test in your description, in your comments, sorry. Thank you so much. I've been C5 Live UK. I'll see you around. Bye bye. Like, share, subscribe.